Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles.
Oh no. Did you have an update when you logged on? No, because this mic can be pretty loud, so I don't try to scream into it too much. Like it just picked up my dog licking itself. That shit is sensitive. It is. So my depth chart look good. I don't know what's going on. Like sections. Yeah, I look good on my depth chart. I don't know. Let's try again. Yeah, I'm ready. Like you said, I guess they did like a pre-rating on the joint. Getting mixed reviews. I'm just trying to figure out what they're comparing it to.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and our home team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. but how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Complete to Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down, Denver.
Come on, set. Pittsburgh. Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. You set. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. I got you. Check 53 is Mike. Check 53.
On first down, Perry. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 50.
They'll try the left side. Braxton, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Go.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. When you practice these situations, it's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on again.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Jones has it. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 45 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A pitch back, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. To throw on 2nd down. Perry. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
From the gun, Perry steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Look at me. Go. Now
a handoff working right. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Weapons.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He's got his man on the crossing route. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Alpha.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Keep playing hard.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming down and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Now they try the right side here. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
2nd and 1. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Go now. 15 line it. 15 line. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Hard, hard. Check. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the fire.
To throw on third down. Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
He was out of bounds. He was out of bounds. They should have saved his ass.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Operating from the gun, Perry. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point forthcoming.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Lawrence. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, high 7. Now.
From the gun, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Oh, ew, that replay was nasty.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Get in the weight room.
On 3rd down, Lawrence trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They were looking for Johnson that time. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Throwing on third and long. Lawrence. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Right there, 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perry.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence.
Oh, come on.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Perry buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm scared.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Perry. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Get the ball. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Operating from the gun. Perry. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I got you, pop. Now. 5. 25 the mic. We got 25 the mic.
To throw on second down. Lawrence. That'll be caught by Rice. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 94 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the third. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check it backer, check it backer.
Smith.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Man, I got you. Check 55.
To throw again, Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. He gets away from one, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On the set.
We got 25 to Mike.
Bravo.
Target. At 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. At 25 to Mike.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. He sets to fire deep.
Look at
And
that.
he's caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 41 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
At 25 to
guys. It's game situation. Let's go.
Check 31.
Go.
Check. Fresno.
General West. Hey, Wahoo. Get it.
To throw on second down, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Mike.
From the gun, Lawrence. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
At the 6-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. To throw from his end zone. Perry. And that will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Back to throw. Perry being chased out. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Looking to throw. Perry. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Perry. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Perry forced out to his left. Over the middle, complete. It's Hernandez. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2nd and 3. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That good for 19 and a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He finds his man, Johnson.
Oh, that wasn't meant for you.
They'll wind up getting 8, but it's not enough. 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there with 6 seconds remaining as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. It's our time. It's our time.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And no doubt they had to go for 2 to tie the game. Now they need a miracle on the onside kick.
They gave it their best shot. Can they pull it off here and maybe get one of those onside kicks that bounces perfectly, and they can grab it and run it all the way to the other end zone? That's what they're down to at this point.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime,
dummied out, man. I couldn't react to no ball. Everybody came there.
I think it's a little bit more than that, though.
There.
Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the home team here, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I'm running back Sermon. He not built like McFarland and Moore. He built more like Amari. Huh? Oh, shit, I don't know. Yo, what's going on? Nah, I just finished. Yeah. Oh shit, he got an upgrade. Simon, he got a speed upgrade.